Everything starts with an idea, be it a book, a movie, a business, or of course a podcast. So the first thing that you need before starting one is a clear concept from the beginning. Hi, I'm Mike Migas, and today we'll be talking about ideas for a podcast. If I was to ask you to describe your podcast in a sentence or two, would you be able to do it? Is it clear enough? Because if you keep changing the definition of your show every week or so, you won't be able to retain listeners who are looking for consistency. And in my opinion, you need two things in place within your idea for a podcast. One is a passion or an interest in the subject, and two is the business perspective. The interest for the topic needs to be there because that will keep you moving forward when things get hard. If you instead jump on the latest trend, it's more than likely that you will burn out quickly. So for example, it'd be like me starting a YouTube channel about videography, because let's say it's the latest hot topic. Now I have no interest in a subject, so even researching for the episode would be a struggle. But starting a channel about podcasting comes in easy because I do the research anyway and I follow the latest trends, and it's my full-time job. But the other thing, the business perspective, is also important. And by saying business perspective, I don't mean making money from the podcast, but I mean looking at your show as a product that you want to sell. And let's say listeners are consumers of sorts. So how is your business, that is your podcast, being different or better from all of the others? Because you may like what, let's say, Joe Rogan does or lore, and you do have passion for the subject. But if you create something that is very similar to this podcast, it'll be very difficult for you to grow, because it's quite hard to compete with already established shows. So you've got to look at your competition, at the genre of your choosing, and at the other shows within that space. Can you bring something better to the table, something different personality, a different perspective, something interesting? Because even if you have passion for this subject, that alone won't be able to sustain the show. And I read this saying somewhere, I think it was Seth Godin, and I might be misquoting him, that it's better to run a successful, sustainable business than a hobby that it's failing as a business. Which means that you shouldn't always try to make money from your interests, from your hobbies, from your passions. But on the other hand, I think that in podcasts, the best shows are the blend of the two, the passion for the subject and the business angle to it. Think about your idea, think about how it fits the genre that you chose, and in the future videos we'll look at validation of a concrete concepts for a podcast. But that's it for today. I'm Mike Migas from Migas Production. Share, like, subscribe, and I'll see you later.